How does a CRS achieve these remarkable results? There are 5 key design points that make the CRS the productivity machine that it is. 1. Infrared baking. 2. Negative pressure. 3. Low maintenance time and cost. 4. No use of fossil fuels. And finally 5. Safety. It's long been known that infrared energy can be used to dry paints, with the printing industry using infrared lamps to dry their ink. There are many different wavelengths that fall within the spectrum of infrared, from halogen through to long-wave infrared. Complete Spray Booth Services carefully tailors its infrared technology to meet your painting needs, manufacturing a variety of high-density, medium-wave units. Infrared technology uses light energy, similar to the sun, to heat objects. The spectrum that Complete Spray Booth Services use means that no energy is absorbed by the paint during the baking process. Instead, the heat is put into the surface underneath the paint, baking the paint from the inside out. This is the only way that paint can be cured quickly without getting the familiar problem of solvent boil that occurs when paint skins off while the paint underneath is still drying, causing solvent bubbles to pop through the skin and ruin surface finish. With 4 dual-head infrared systems in place, a CRS can bake an entire car or independently bake small sections to achieve maximum profitability for minimum outlay and running costs. Conventional booths rely on positive pressure to keep dust out of the unit and keep the jobs clean. But what if instead of a big fan keeping all the dust out, you had a big vacuum cleaner sucking all of the dust that comes into the booth away from the painting? That's exactly what we at Complete Spray Booth Services were thinking when we invented the CRS. Why try pushing all of the dust around and hope it gets out when we can suck all of the dust and know where it's going? But it doesn't stop there. Knowing that the dust and dirt will all be pulled under the car, why not prepare the car in the same area? That's where the real benefit of a CRS comes into being. By drawing dust and dirt into the floor filters, painters can prepare and paint in the same area, safe in the knowledge that they can achieve the required paint quality. Look carefully at the video seen here. As you can see, the dust from the sander is thrown off in all directions, as you'd expect with any orbital sander. However, the dust that is thrown upwards and away from the filters is automatically dragged back down towards the centre of the booth. With good blowdown procedures and attention to cleanliness after the preparation is complete, first-class paint quality can be produced out of a CRS where you've just prepared a car. In fact, the quality is so good, one CRS customer has the state licence to repair Bentley, Aston Martin and Jaguar in their CRSs. The CRS works on the KISS principle, keeping it simple to minimise the number of things that can go wrong. With a single motor to run the dual centrifugal fans, there are less moving components, drastically reducing maintenance costs. Exhaust filters are easily replaced and cost effective. The average filter changeover time takes just 10 minutes. Compare that against conventional booths. Simply remove the centre floor grids, remove the old filters and roll out the new, then replace the floor grids. It's that simple. Inlet filters, the bane of every paint shop, are just as simple to replace. Undo the star knob, lower the filter frame, replace the filter and load the frame back into the roof. Granted, these take more time than exhaust filters, but they are only required to be changed once every year to 2 years, depending on your workshop. The negative pressure system doesn't force the dirt and dust into the filters at high speed like positive pressure systems do. Instead, the low air speed through the filters leaves the bulk of the dust sitting at the surface, enabling them to be cleaned more readily and reduce the need for replacing. The CRS doesn't use fossil fuels like gas or diesel, instead relying entirely on electricity to run. Any area with a 40 kVA supply can install a CRS, making it perfect for regional Australia or even developing countries like India and Pakistan. How much money have crash shops spent on fossil fuels to heat the whole booth when it's not necessary? Not only does the lack of fossil fuels keep the cost of running the booth down, but burning fossil fuels creates problems of its own. In Australia, burners are required to be serviced every 12 months, and in the case of direct-fired heating, the burners must be certified as well. With the CRS, all of this is gone, keeping the costs down and your productivity up. You also save money on connection, gas lines and regulators, to name but a few of the savings from not running a gas booth. In a direct fire booth, the products of combustion, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, is pumped directly into the booth and your lungs. With CRS, there is no combustion, meaning operator air quality is better. As you can see, it is these unique design features that make the CRS the profit machine.